everyone, and welcome to Higher Ed 550, Student Development in Higher Education. I just wanted to provide a brief introduction and talk a little bit about what we'll be doing over the next 8 weeks together to provide some context for you all and help you better understand a little bit about what we'll be doing. This course is about understanding student development theory to be able to help you apply that, to use it in your own practice and as you work with students. And as I think back to my own experience in my master's program, they're giving us all sorts of tools and resources to be able to address issues like retention and basically working with college students in general. And I think probably one of the most valuable things I gained was learning student development theory, because it gave me a language, it gave me a set of tools to be able to understand the students that I was working with, whether that was in a one-on-one mentoring relationship or if I was sitting in a judicial hearing and had a student in that kind of capacity. It really just helped me understand the likelihood of their experiences and perhaps how they might progress or develop or move through various stages of their college experience. So while this is not meant to be prescriptive, it's not every student will follow the same pattern. I think generalizations are fair because it's based off of looking at thousands of students over time and testing these theories and saying, it really kind of makes sense with maybe this traditional age college student or this, female student of color. And so you'll see various theories towards specific subpopulations. I think that's important to keep in mind. But some of the broader, when we're talking about like developing identity, those pieces have some sort of generalizations that you need to apply some of the more specific theories of various subpopulations to better understand that. So always keep that in mind, that it's not meant to just be one way, but it really can be used as a very helpful tool in understanding the students that you'll be working with. So we have a couple of projects that we'll be doing in this class. The major project is your subculture project or paper. And basically for this, you'll be looking at a specific subpopulation of students. It might be a group that you don't know very well. It might be commuter students, it might be student athletes, or perhaps men of color. Whatever it is that you'll be looking at, you'll get to know them better through not only the literature and research that we have in our field, but also through understanding the theories that have been presented and being able to apply those theories to understand them better. I will give you an opportunity to actually talk with some students from that subpopulation. I have a set of interviews that are part of the required project. But all these pieces put together, you'll be able to paint a picture of a subpopulation that you'll be able to share with your peers in your final presentation in the last week of class. So I realize that this is 8 weeks long and it's hard to pull something like this together. So what I've done is I've designed a set of assignments leading up to the subculture project that will hopefully move you along in that and help you progress at a much easier pace. You'll be doing a subculture topic and rationale, where you talk about the topic you've chosen and present some of the literature and just sort of a preliminary sort of background on that particular population of students. And you'll submit that early in the course. You'll also do an annotated bibliography, which is collecting resources, peer-reviewed journal articles and information, research that will be able to demonstrate here are, a certain amount of sets of information on my subpopulation. So that sort of gets you moving in that direction, because a big part of your paper will be not only telling about what you're learning about from these students through interviews and studying it, but also presenting what the literature says about this subpopulation of students. So keep that in mind as well as you're picking a topic, that you don't want it to be so obscure that you're not able to find research on this population of students. So you'll also be presenting in the first week of class a personal growth paper where you sort of have to think back about your own college experience. And I recognize it's going to be different for everybody. We didn't all go to 4-year private colleges, there's hopefully some variety in that, but to be able to think when you entered college and then when you left, when you graduated, how you changed, how you feel like you were different from that first day to that last day. Because I think thinking about your own personal experience will really help you sort of frame how you look at how students that you work with are progressing as well. Not that you'll be able to say that they do everything the way that you did it, but you'll be able to, in analyzing your own experience, will help you with that process of analyzing or understanding other people as well. So, and I shouldn't say analyze, I should say reflecting. By reflecting on your own experience, you'll be able to reflect on the experiences of others as well. So we will also have Zoom sessions where we'll meet similar to this face-to-face, so to speak, through the computer. We'll touch base. I'll be able to see you. You'll be able to see me. And we'll have 2 of those throughout the course, and I'll give you more information about that. And hopefully through the online discussions, you'll be able to engage with your peers and be able to talk about what they're learning and what you're learning, and ask good questions. I always love when discussions really take off, where someone asks a question of someone else and they're like, I hadn't thought about that. That's a good question. Or they're able to really engage in the discussion in that way, not just here's what I've learned and then it ends at that. I really do want exchange when it comes to the discussions. And there's some pretty detailed instructions on how to approach the online discussions. So if this is your first time with that, you'll be able to look at the syllabus and read what you need to know as far as that is concerned. So this is a great opportunity. I'm excited for you all to be able to learn more about student development theory and to connect with each of you. If you have questions at any point, you can always email me, you can text me. Just let me know. I'd be happy to connect one-on-one if you have a question of any sort, or you can ask it so that the whole class can benefit from it as well. And I'm excited. Thank you so much for being a part of this class, and let me know if you have any questions at any point. All right, thanks.